The Kansas State High School 2009 State Track and Field Championships here at Wichita State University's Cessna Stadium. We're happy you're here, and we hope you have a great weekend of track and field here for these wonderful athletes from all over the state. 3,700 of them competing here at the State High School Championships. First race today will be the girls 30.
Welcome Minneapolis High School and Otto County High School fans, Bennington and Tesket, back to Cessna Stadium, Wichita, Kansas, for the 2009 Kansas State High School Association track meet. Dale Leech here today for Eagle Communications, Channel 8, here on Friday for the prelims and a lot of events, and the finals and some, primarily the distance events. Be Charles Lonberger and Mike Perry here tomorrow for all the final events. Class 1, 2, 3A participating this morning here on this bright, cheery day here in Wichita. Supposed to be up around 90 degrees today from what I understand. A little hotter tomorrow. We'll start off today with Class 1A events, or Class 1 and 2A events. While the girls 1A 3,200 meter is participating, we'll try to film Tyler Adams from Tesket participating in the Class 1A pole vault. He'll be on the south pit, and also at the same time we'll have John Garrett of Bennington, a junior, participating in the high jump, which will be here to our right. Also, somewhere around 8 o'clock, we'll have the Class 2A girls 3,200 meter, which we'll have for Minneapolis. We'll have Shelby Hamilton and Tara Trickle participating. They're getting ready to run the 1A events for the 3,200 meter girls right now, and we'll be back for those three events that I talked about as they go along. Okay, Dale Leech back here again at the track meet. I can't remember whether I mentioned this earlier or not, but we will be doing our very best both days to bring you coverage of the athletes from not only Minneapolis High School but also Bennington and Tesket, since there are people in all three communities that end up watching somewhat on the local television channel, and maybe relatives or friends in Minneapolis of people in all three schools. So we're going to go do our best to bring you the competition of all three schools. Right now the Class 1A boys 3,200 meters running. We're waiting for the Class 1A boys pole vault to be across the way here. This is the billed as the largest athletic event in the United States. 3,700 athletes participating over 2 days. As the Class 2A girls 3,200 meter gets rolling here with Shelby Hamilton and Tara Trickle of Minneapolis, I'll probably be concentrating on them and end up missing somewhat of the pole vault and high jump activity, but we'll catch those as we can. And I'll be watching for blue and white, I believe, Tesket on the pole vault, and then black and gold of Bennington on the high jump here. Okay, Class 2A girls 3,200 meter coming on the track. The Lions have two runners rated 3rd and 4th in the state. Shelby Hamilton's rated 3rd, a sophomore. Tara Trickle rated 4th, a senior. Shelby's best time is 12:40.25. Tara Trickle's best time is 12:44.22. The high school record of Minneapolis is 12:19.69, set in 2004 by Lindsey Perry. The best time so far this year in 2A competing here is Carly Van Kampen from Clifton Clyde with a 12:29.73. Looks like Shelby and Tara both are
champion in both 16
lining
and
up
32.
in
She's ranked #1 in
lane 2 and 3 here.
Patty Perez of Stanton County. Shelby Hamilton of Minneapolis, the North Central AA champion at 3,200. Aubrey Nisus of Oxford, the South Central Border champion, 4th in cross, 8th in cross country. Carly Van Kampen, Clifton Clyde, the Twin Valley champion at 16 and 3,200. 4th here at
Take that back. Tara Trickle is in lane 5, along with another competitor. Shelby Hamilton is in lane 3.
Trickle of Minneapolis, Chelsea Fullerton of Flint Hills, Lauren Carter of Elkhart, the High Plains champion, Whisper Corbiny of Oswego, the Three Rivers champion, Allison Bailey of Maranatha Academy. She was 7th here at state last year.
Hamilton is running 2nd right now as they cut out of their lanes into the inside running lanes.
Boys 2A, 3,200. Would you report in, gentlemen? Boys 2A.
Trickle appears to be running 6th right now.
The boys 1A runners, let's report you for your awards, gentlemen.
They put new windows in on us this year, and unfortunately because of that, we don't have a complete 100% view of the track as we oftentimes do, but the windows are a lot easier to open and close. Used to be just one big broad window. Hamilton is currently running 5th, Trickle 7th. It appears that the I think that might be the Tesca uniform over there, but it's red.
Glenn Whitaker, he was a regional champion from Ellenwood. Jake Naper of Sedgwick. Case Keever of Galena. Cliff Robinson, regional champion for Pleasant Ridge.
Hamilton running 5th. Trickle is 9th now.
Antonio Dowdy, 6th a year ago, a regional champion from Garden Plain.
Back to 10th.
And the final competitor of the second flight will be Stephen Mann.
Trickle is going to, or Hamilton is going to lose a place.
Mark coming in by Barber, 45 feet.
And another one.
By Mann, 46, 4 1/2.
And the early lead here in this girls 2A race is Haley Wolf of Ellis. She was 3rd here at state last year. Right with her is Carly Van Kampen of Clifton Clyde. She was 4th here at state last year, 7th in the 1600. And right behind them is Caitlin Henderson of Old P in the green. And this is
Hamilton has moved back into 5th.
In 2nd now as they come through at 2:42.
Trickle continues to drop back. Hamilton's passed again. She's now back in 7th. I apologize for the shoddy camera work there. Looking above the screen instead of through the screen and not watching what's happening.
Again, boys 2A, let's report, gentlemen.
In the backstretch now, Hamilton is working on 6th. Trickle is in a pack, working for about 10th.
And our leaders are still Haley Wolf of Ellis in the black uniform, and then in the green of Olby, Caitlin Henderson. She's the defending champion in the green. On the shoulder of Haley Wolf. And here they come through at the end of 3 laps. And the pace is good. They come through at 4:10.
Hamilton running 7th.
Henderson has run a 12-minute flat, 3,200 this year. She is
Trickle
the
at
state
12th.
leader in 2A.
3 laps completed. 5 to go.
On the medal stand, the boys 3,200 meter run. In 7th place, Drake Reynolds from Thunder Ridge with a time of 10:20:57. In 6th place, Isaac Wilson from Greeley of 10:09:29. In 5th place, Andrew Gasper from Tipton, time of 10:08:67. In 4th place, Jordan Becker from Centralia from 10:07:02. In 3rd place, Jordan Dalkey.
Hamilton loses another position.
10:04:94. And in 2nd place, Colton McNinch from Ness City with a time of 9:43:15. And your state champion in the boys 3,200 meter run. In 1st place, Kyle Calvin from Ness City with a time of 9:42:66.
And here we are at the halfway mark. A very quick pace here for these young ladies. They come through at about 5:43.
Hamilton's a solid 8th. Trickle at 12th.
1A girls long jump.
I have no idea where they are on pace to their average times, but Hamilton's going to drop again.
Morgan Stout of Madison, Tony Gleason of Centralia, Chelsea Rottinghouse of Baileyville B&B, Amanda Wolf of Wheatland,
And lose another position.
Kara Phelan, Central Prairie.
But the race is just half over.
In the 2006 4th place finisher, also from Coopera Heights, Catherine Phelan. In the 2nd fight, Nicole Rottinghouse of Baileyville B&B was 3rd a year ago. Amanda Watson of Haviland, Olivia Yandel, 5th a year ago from South Harbor, Shelby Burke, the Lyon County champion from South Coffee, Jenny Welker, the Heart of the Plains champion from Pretty Prairie, Morgan Edwards, the SBA turquoise champion from Jetmore, Taylor Kisner of Victoria, and Kylie Moore, the High Trail champion from
Here comes the leaders of the
making up the second
event. Quite close together.
Here are the leaders with 3 laps to go. It is still Haley Wolf and Henderson running 1 and 2.
Hamilton's gonna pass the person here coming into the home stretch.
Then Allison Bailey of Maranatha Academy
Puts her back at 9th instead of 10th.
And then Lauren Carter of Elkhart.
She's in striking distance to get into medals competition. Trickle still at 12th.
Then it's Chelsea Fullerton of Flint Hills behind Dorniger.
There's the runners again coming into the final 2 laps.
Here they are. And it's Haley Wolf and Ellis in the
Talk
black.
about close.
On her shoulder, Caitlin Henderson of Volpe, the defending champion. Wolf was 3rd last year in both the 16
New leader.
and 32, also 3rd in cross country. Those are the 2 leaders with 2 laps to go. And then into 3rd place is Carly Van Kampen of Clifton Clyde.
Comes Hamilton getting closer to the 8th place runner coming into the home stretch.
Then it's Lauren Carter of Elkhart in the black
And passes her. Nope, not quite.
Julie Dorniker of Chase County.
Runner in red felt Shelby's presence behind her and kicked it back in gear.
Chelsea
Trickle.
Flint Hills.
Now Shelby's going to try it again, I think. Between curve 1 and 2.
Jessica Fredrickson of Decatur and Shelby Hamilton, Minneapolis. So the Bill lap will be coming for the leaders as they come down the home stretch. And here they come with 500 meters to go. The defending champion.
Hamilton moves into 8th.
Bit of a lead here.
Here's the leaders.
And that is Caitlin Henderson of Opie. Her best this year is 12 minutes flat. She will be well below that here today, ladies and gentlemen. The 20th fastest time this year is 11:52, and she is on a pace to be.
Hamilton needs to move up about 30 meters to get into 7th.
The Lyon County champion at the 2 distance races. The state champion in cross country. If she runs 11:44 faster, she will be among the top 15 in the state this year. So she is on her way to a big personal best and a tremendous time here this morning at the state championships. Caitlin Henderson of Opie. Haley Wolf of Ellis. Running in first and second as they add throughout. So here comes Henderson. Looking at a huge seasonal best here. The 10th best time.
Here's the leader. Quite a pace.
By Caitlin Henderson. Henderson with the 14th fastest time in the state and in second place. Here's Haley Wolf.
14th fastest time in the state for the winner. Hamilton starting to close a little bit on the next place.
Next up in the 3A boys triple jump will be Jake Napper of Sedgwick, followed by Kate Keezer of Galena. In the 2A girls pole vault currently underway, the field made up of Brianna Moore of the South Central Border champion from Gordon Central Heights.
And she puts it into gear coming into the home stretch.
Natasha Orphan of Mount Bridge. Ellie Mann of Maranatha. Tiffany Beard, Green Academy. Caitlin Lutha of Spearville. Jordan Albers, the Northwest Kansas champion.
I believe she's going to finish 7th. I lost track, quite honest. We'll see how it comes on the scoreboard. Yes, 7th. 12:39.68. Tara Trickle moving up.
St. Mary's Colgan, the CNC champion 30 years ago. Ellie Albert of Smith Center and Keegan Williams are defending champions.
Trickle finished 10th. So we have a 7th and a 10th place finisher, 1 medal. 12:39.68. Congratulations to Shelby Hamilton.
Opening height 7 feet.
And at best, her personal best. It was coming in a 12:40.25. And these electronic times add a quarter of a second on, so. Congratulations to Shelby. If I can figure out these boys in the pole jump. Okay, now we have 2A boys 32 meter coming up. Dylan Hackett, junior, Minneapolis. Garrett Doherty, sophomore, Minneapolis. Garrett's best time of the year is 10:18.49. That was Dylan's. Garrett Doherty's 10:29.01. MHS records 9:52.29. Set 1997 by Nito Blocklinger.
Eric Ruth of Stanton County was 4th in the state meet at 16 and 3200 last year.
There's our two participants.
Academy, Andrew Richards of Decatur.
Hackett on the left, Doherty on the right there.
Fall, the Northwest Kansas champion.
I'll double check. I don't think there's a Bennington runner.
Decatur, Cole Carlson of Burlingame, Levi DeLissa of
No.
Meade, and Kendall Weeby of Peabody Burns.
So Doherty is in lane 2. Hackett is in lane 3. Gun is up.
The 2A boys shot put. We finished the first flight, the top throw 45 2 and 3/4 by Reed of Oxford. The second flight, which just completed its first round of throws, we're back to the top of the order with Sean Warren of St. Francis.
And we had quite a run here in the regionals last Friday between Doherty and Hackett and a runner in red from Plainville and a runner in light green, very light green from Jackson Heights. Jackson Heights runner has the best time in the state. Quite a contest for quite a ways, with the Jackson Heights runner ended up pulling it away.
He was 6th in Class 1A last year. The top throw in Class 2A this spring, 53.
That Jackson Heights runner is in 2nd right now. Doherty in 3rd. Hackett back a few paces.
And the early lead here belongs to Nolan Peters at 107. Peters out of Decatur Community. He's followed by Corey Keene of Jackson Heights and Eric Ruth of Stanton County. And in the mix there as well as Garrett Doherty of Minneapolis in the blue.
Here are the competitors in the 1A boys pole vault currently underway. Ryan DeVoe of South Haven, Dylan Poyer of Elwood, Henry Ott of Madison. Zach Fox, regional champion from Madison. He's the Lyon County champion. Levi Kieser of Logan. Brady 10 of Logan, the Cheyenne champion. Brett Otley of Victoria. He was a regional champion last week. Tyler Adams, Twin Lakes champion from lacrosse. Irvin Swanger of
Almost 2 laps done. They're all fairly closely bunched together. Doherty is battling for 2nd. Hackett's trapped back a ways, but he's right there knocking at the door. I don't know who this runner is that's moved in the first now. But Jackson Heights and Plainville runner 2nd, 3rd with Doherty right beside him. Doherty moves into 3rd actually.
And up toward the lead now is hip number 11, that's Begina. Austin Begina of Armand Northeast, followed by Corey Keene, the defending champion from Jackson Heights.
Doherty's running a good race for 3rd here right now. He's actually in 4th.
Now it's Dylan Hackett of Minneapolis in the blue in the lead, followed by...
Oh, Hackett's in the lead. I'm sorry. Well, I slipped right by me.
And then Doherty. And then Johnson.
I didn't see that happen.
They come through at about 3:38.
Next up in the 3A boys triple jump will be Tyler Barber of Harrington, and and with a season best of 45.5 from last week's regional, will be followed by Stephen Mann, Pioneer champion from Bayhawk Glen.
So we are 2.5 laps into this race. Up toward the lead pack is still Dylan Hackett in the blue of Minneapolis. Defending champion Corey Keene of Jackson Heights. Garrett Doherty of Minneapolis. And Brady Johnson of Plainville.
The medal stand in the
Hackett's in second now. Doherty is back.
Shelby Hamilton from Minneapolis.
In 6th place, Julie Dorniker from Chase County.
Shelby on the medal stand here.
In 5th place, Lauren Carter from Elkhart.
In 4th place, Allison Bailey from Marinantha.
Back to the race. Congratulations, Shelby.
Place, Carly Van Campen from Clifton
The Jackson Heights runner, the champion from last year, has moved into about a 5-meter lead. Hackett's in second. About to be passed on the outside. Doherty is in 6th, I believe.
With a time of 11:35.54.
We're on pace here for another top 12 time, top 15 time here in the state by the leader now is Corey Keene of Jackson Heights. And Keene is followed by Eric Ruth of Stanton County.
This is the same race we had last week, except this runner in the goal on the side was not involved. We have Jackson Heights runner Hackett, kid from Plainville. Doherty's back a little further than he was.
As the defending champion has taken the lead and kicked up the pace just a little bit. Corey Keene of Jackson Heights in the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, this weather bulletin from the National Weather Service here in Wichita. There is a threat of bright sunshine, warm skies, and light breezes all afternoon, so it will need at least a 50 sunblock today. So be prepared.
Hackett moves back to second. Challenging the defending champion.
In second, and then it's Eric Ruth of Stanton County and the maroon and gold.
Doherty's moving in the 6th. 2 laps to go.
And then in 4th place is Brady Johnson of Plainville.
Hackett's back in 3rd now, but still in striking distance.
Then Lance Sadler of Volpe in the green. That is the top 5 as they come around for the good lap. Girls 3A 3200 will be next.
The kid from Jackson Heights moves back into 1st. Hackett's in 3rd, good 10 meters back, maybe 15. The Plainville runner is another 5 meters or more behind him.
And here we come down the home straight for the gun.
Doherty's in 7th. Hackett in 3rd.
He has a best of 10:37. Corey Keene, the state leader, 10:12 in the lead with 1 to go at 8:50.
Comes Doherty.
In the first flight of the
Lost him, there he is.
long jump, Catherine Phelan.
Now we'll go back up and watch the.
16-1-1 half. Just finishing up the second fight.
Keep an eye on Hackett here. He's in third right now. See if he can hold that.
As well as the triple jump here shortly.
Be nice to bring that home as a sophomore.
A great race developing here down the back straight. Eric Ruth making a challenge.
I think they're going to challenge him though. He's now in fourth.
He was fourth here at state last year.
Plainville runner's going to put a move on the outside.
The defending champion. Keene won his regional with the best time in the state by
Now he moves up.
10-12.
Hackett's currently in sixth.
Johnson was right behind at 10-14.
The Jackson Heights runner is leading here. He's got a challenge coming on him.
Eric Ruth of Stanton County. Van Keene, the defending champion. Who's got it here?
Stanton County won.
Oh, let's get the camera up.
And Hackett's going to finish fifth, which isn't too shabby for a sophomore
That
here.
is Johnson.
We'll see his time here.
And O.P. Sadler.
Doherty's going to finish seventh. Two placers for the Lions, fifth and seventh. Congratulations, those two young men.
Minneapolis.
Doherty 10-24-6-7. Missed Hackett's time. See if they run him through again.
Girls coach from Burton Central.
We'll get the sheet on it eventually. And well, there it is again.
She has your packet. Cheryl Gleason of high school
Hackett
activities.
10-10-76.
The girls coach from Burton Central.
10-24-6-7. Back
Here's
at the
the
medals
field for the boys
presentation.
3A race.
Okay, Doherty, Dylan Hackett finishing fifth with a 10-10 knocked
16 and 32.
approximately 8 seconds off his best time from last week. And Doherty finishing seventh with a 10-24 knocked approximately 5 seconds off his best time. So that was a very fast-paced race for those young men. They both improved their personal bests, and they both medaled. Again, Shelby Hamilton in the girls got seventh, improving her time by about a second. And I think Trickle was 10th. Dylan Hackett and Garrett Doherty finished 5th and 7th and improved their times significantly. The girls 4x1 will be the next event we'll film, unless I can see some the Bennington and Teskett high jump and pole vault competitors going. Girls, Bennington High School girls 4x1 will be the next running event that we show. As Bennington, I'm quite sure, attempting 6'2" on the high jump, knocked the bar down.
Lane 4, Dana Kuhlman of Oakley. She ranks second in 2A at 15.5.
We'll try to watch for him for future
Lane
jumps.
5 is Abby Smith.
Now that I've finally figured out the uniform.
Of Sublette. Lane 7, girls 4x1. Lane 1, Mountain Ridge. Lane 2 is Oakley. Lane 3, Washington County, the Twin Valley champion. Lane 4, Ellis. Lane 5, Bennington. Lane 6 is Great Academy, the Heart of America champion. Lane 7, Three Rivers. Lane 8 is Leavenworth and Margaret.
Okay, the second heat of the girls Class 2A 4x100 meter relay. The Bennington Bulldogs competing here in lane 5, I believe the announcement was. Yes, there's the
St. John Hudson
Gold on black there.
Would you report to Kate Pierce?
Running for
At the finish line.
the Bulldogs today, sophomore Kim Garrett. Second, freshman Paige Crawl. Third, freshman Lauren Montgomery. And fourth, freshman Sarah Stratman. So 3 freshmen and a sophomore in this underclassmen team here running for Bennington. They are 4th best time in the state coming in. Top 2 teams move on to finals. And then the top 4 teams, top 4 times after that go on to finals. So if the printing is right, this should be Kim Garrett to lead off for the Bennington Bulldogs in this girls Class 2A 4x100.
Second heat of the girls 2A relay. Lane 1, Mount Ridge. Lane 2 is Oakley. Lane 3 is Washington County, the Twin Valley champ. Lane 4, Ellis. Lane 5, Bennington. Lane 6, Parade Academy, Heart of America champ. Lane 7 is Oswego, the Three Rivers champ. And Lane 8 is Leavenworth Immaculata.
Setting their blocks. Good handoff for Bennington. Another good handoff. Gonna lose them here, sorry. Bennington in second right now. Stratman fighting for first. And she's gonna get it. Sarah Stratman on the schedule to be the anchor there. Brought it home at 51.8 at 51.53. Our next event will be the girls 400 meter class 2A. For Minneapolis, we'll have Kara Frazier, and Bennington will have Paige Crawl. Kara's best time is 1:04.52. Paige Crawl is 1:03.22. They're both freshmen. The Minneapolis high school record is 56.37, set in 1991 by Linda Shea. Best time coming in on Class 2A this year is by Pickens of Peabody Burns with 58.99.
6 foot 10 inches from West Elk High School, Sunny Lee.
John Garrett from Bennington got 4th there in the gold and black in the boys high jump Class 2A.
Maxville.
Okay, coming up with the second heat of Class 2A boys 400 meter. Brian Gallagher from Bennington is going to be running in lane 5.
Troy Eichenberg of Augsburg in lane 3. Clinton Todd.
He is the 4th best time in the state as qualifiers with 50.64. Sonny Riggs of West Elk, a senior, has the best time with 49.73. He is in lane 4. He jumped 6'8" in the high jump a little while ago, besting his previous best mark of last year anyway, of 6'6".
And lane 8 is Jacob Benito of Yates Center.
So it might be a good race here between lane 4 and 5. Between Lee of West Elk and Gellinger of Bennington. Clinton of Onega. Now, I'm not sure if he's in this heat or not. At a 50.87. Gellinger is a sophomore. Kid from West Oak doesn't use the starting blocks. Interesting.
Sonny Lee in the blue of West Elk in lane 4. As the lead was made up a stagger. Running well in lane 6. That is Marcus Mader of La Crosse. Sonny Lee with the lead at the halfway point. Comes in with the best of 49.73.
Guess he doesn't need starting blocks.
49 hand ties ranked 9th in the state. Sonny Lee.
Gellinger's running second. Boy, Lee's running away with it. Goodness gracious. Osborne Benners challenging Gellinger for Bennington. Gellinger finishes 3rd. 48.01 for the winner. You saw the fastest time in the state this year, 48.01. Next event will be the girls' 300 meter intermediate hurdles. And that will be running for Minneapolis, Shay Shoemaker. And for Bennington, L. Williams. Maybe Ella. I'm not sure. We'll be back with that. Okay, we have the results for the girls Class 2A 300-meter hurdles out of the prelims. Bennington Ellie Williams had the 5th best time, so she qualified with a 48.47. Her qualifying seed time was a 50.33. And Shea Shoemaker, of Minneapolis, finished 7th best time as a junior. Her time was not the best day, 50.78, but she did qualify. Her qualifying time coming in today was a 48.5, so let's see if Shea can have a better day tomorrow. Congratulations to both these young ladies, Elle Williams in Bennington and Shea Shoemaker, Minneapolis, for moving on to the finals tomorrow in the 300-meter hurdles. I was asleep here. I think we have a Bennington runner here in lane 3, the girls 200. I wasn't asleep, but I was. Lane 3, the girls 200-meter prelims, Paige Crawl in the gold and black. I believe that's her anyway. If not, we'll correct that.
Well, what a race down the home straight here. In lane 4, that is Sherlock of Washington.
Crawls in
And now in the
3rd.
Trigo's Rio. Oh.
Yes, Crawl, 27.28. Top 2 qualify automatically. The others have to qualify via time, 4 more by time. So we'll have to see if Paige makes it in on time. While I'm at it here, I have neglected to mention the finishing place in Class 1A boys pole vault for Tesket. Tyler Adams finished 9th with a leap of 12 feet. His best on the year was 12.6. So far, Bennington has no points for the boys. The girls from Minneapolis have 1 point. The girls the boys from Minneapolis have 4 points. Tied for 11th with Bennington and a few other schools with 4 points. Next up will be Brian Gellinger of Bennington in the 200-meter prelims.
In lane 7, 5th year at state last year, Mariah Jones, who was 4th year at state. And lane 7, Austin Reigns, the CNC.
Okay, boys 200-meter prelims, Class 2A on the dock here. In this heat, we have Brian Gellinger of Bennington. He had a qualifying time of 22.87. That is the 7th fastest qualifying time. In this race, he will be in lane 6. Gellinger is a sophomore. Had a false start. Somebody jumped in lane 7. They're out of there. Have a restart here. Okay, just got to hand to me the results for the girls 2A 200 meter. Paige Crawl did qualify. 6th fastest time. So she will be in the finals tomorrow. Also out of the area, Mariah Jones of El Saline, 8th fastest time.
lane 3 is Jake Jensen of Mount Ridge. Acevedo.
Gallagher's running first.
In the section in lane 4.
Been closed on though on lane 4. Gallagher will finish second and will qualify for the finals.
And then it appeared to be Gallagher and then Wool. Second heat of the boys, 2A.
Gallagher's time 22.82.
Lane 2, Stephen Harkness of Wichita County. Lane 3, Julian Cordero.
Okay.
Lane 4.
Our next and final action of the day will be the 4x1 relays. Bennington girls have the best time coming in Class 2A. Minneapolis girls have the third best time. Smith Center sandwiched in between. The Bennington girls are 4:09.96. Smith Center girls 4:11.26. Minneapolis girls 4:12.76. Running for Bennington will be Kim Garrett. The lead leg, Lauren Montgomery. Kim's a sophomore. Lauren Montgomery, a freshman, will be the second leg. Jillian Stratman, a junior, the third, and her sister Sarah, a freshman, will be the fourth for the Lions. First leg will be Riley Baker, freshman. J.C. Crossan. Second leg, a freshman. Kara Frazier, third leg, a freshman. And Ashley Macy, fourth leg, a freshman. So two pretty young squads in both schools representing these Minneapolis and Bennington today. The Minneapolis record is 4:03.75, set in 1992, and these young squad of freshmen are just 9 seconds off of that. Holding that record in 1992 are Jennifer Thurston, Bria Briol, Londa Shea, and Linda Shea. In the boys, 200 or 4x. 4x4s. Bennington has qualified a team. They are 12th fastest time with 3:33.43. Running for the Bulldogs will be Jacob Crawshaw, a sophomore, John Garrett, a junior, Brian Gallagher, a sophomore, and TJ Glissman, a freshman. We'll be back with those two. Well, it might be three heats, seeing as where they get placed. Those two events. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we're getting ready for the first Class 2A girls 4x4 meter relay here, and I believe Minneapolis is running in lane 5. If I'm recognizing the uniforms, we'll have to listen for the announcer.
Lane 1 is Oswego, the Three Rivers champ. Lane 2, Shawnee Maranatha Academy. Lane 3, Sublette. Lane 4, Smith Center, the Mid-Continent champions. Lane 5, Minneapolis. Lane 6, St. Francis. Lane 7, Kinsley. And lane 8 is Opie.
Right, yes. Lane 5, Minneapolis.
In the lead here is Minneapolis in the blue. Then Smith Center in lane 4 appears to be in second place.
I'm not sure if this is Shea Shoemaker. Yes, it is. Shea Shoemaker, the leadoff leg. Minneapolis is in second, not first. Riley Baker is the second runner.
Now Sublette has the lead at the exchange. Eileen Gonzalez handed off to Megan Reese. Reese on the carry now. And the red is Sublette. And then it appears to be Minneapolis with Riley Baker.
Sublette is in first. Baker's being gained on from behind. And is passed here in the home stretch. Minneapolis running third. Next leg is Ashlyn Macy.
And then it's Minneapolis with Ashlyn Macy. Smith Center with Bailey Ratliff.
Sublette, Smith Center, Minneapolis 1, 2, 3 right now. Sublette with a good lead.
Next up in the 3A boys pole vault.
Sublette was not in the top 4 in the qualifying times. They're 6th. So we'll see if they hold throughout the relay here. They have a good lead. Smith Center was second, Minneapolis was third. So that's holding true to form. Well, they must have changed the runners because Sublette, their final leg, is a good runner too. And the final is Mackenzie Mortimer, I believe.
And in third place is Minneapolis with Mackenzie Mortimer.
Yes. Top 2 teams will automatically qualify, and it's based on times. Mackenzie is gaining here. We're going to hit the window frame here pretty quick. We'll back off. Oh, didn't have to lose him there. Smith Center gaining on Sublette.
It is Sublette and Smith Center. Sublette and Smith Center.
Oh, Sublette just barely beat him. Minneapolis third.
St. Francis in fourth.
Minneapolis time 4:17:09. And 4:12:76 coming in, so they have had better time, but they probably will qualify. We'll have to see how that turns out with the other squads that are here.
Second heat now of the girls 2A relay. In lane 1 is West Elk. Lane 2 is Pittsburgh St. Mary Colgan. Blue Rapids without
Bennington will be in lane 5.
The Heart of America champ. Lane 5 Trigo Community. Lane 6 Marine Academy.
Bennington again is
Lane 8 Roselle
Kim
Fleming.
Garrett, Lauren Montgomery, Jillian Stratman, and Sarah Stratman. 2 freshmen, sophomore and junior. They had the best time coming in of 4:09.96. They're in lane 4, excuse me. Tim Garrett, the leadoff runner for the Bulldogs. I'd say by staggers, Bennington has the lead. We'll see come down the home stretch here. No. Well, they'd be fairly close up there. 7 and 8 are way out ahead, but they've got a ways to go on the handoff. Yes, Bennington will be in first at the handoff. Second runner should be Lauren Montgomery. Apologize for wandering away there. Lauren cuts in now to the inside lane. Out of lane 4. Again, Bennington with the fastest time in Class 2A coming in this year in this 4x4. Being challenged though here in the home stretch. Can she hold it? Kicking it in. Looks like she will. Now to the sisters Stratman. Jillian, a junior. And the Bulldogs, I believe, are saving their best for the last 2 legs here.
For the finalists in the 3A boys long jump, jumping in this order: Antonio Valley of Garden Plain, Ron Beneke of southeast of Saline, Bo Bird of Lakin, Brandon Blackburn of Cherryvale, Tyler Carver, Harrington, John Thurston, the Delaware Valley champion from Oskaloosa, Michael Helby of southeast of Saline, and the event leader, the Pioneer League champion in 60 years ago, Stephen Rand of Jayhawk Lynn, is preliminary best.
Somebody moving into second here from behind. Jillian passes off to sister Sarah. With another squad close on her heels. Final leg.
In the lead still is Bennington and then Breen Academy.
Breen Academy is the challenger. And somebody else. Looks like they're going to challenge for the lead. Unless Stratman can kick it into another gear. Which she does. Can she hold them off? Wow, this is quite the race here. Who is this challenger? They're going to beat Bennington in this prelim. Wow. What a race. I have to figure who this was. Pittsburgh, St. Mary's, maybe. Bennington 4:12.06, 4:11.83. Is Pittsburgh's Colgan in this? Yes. That would have been Pittsburgh, St. Mary Colgan, who beat Bennington out there. They came in with the 9th rated best time. So they apparently shuffled some people around, I'm guessing. Well, Bennington qualifies for the finals. Congratulations. We shall see when the sheets come up whether Minneapolis qualified. Again, the top 2 and then the next best 4 times. Next up and last event for the day will be the 4x4 of the boys, which has the Bennington squad running in Class 2A. Finalists in the Class 200 meter Class 2A. Brian Gellinger of Bennington finished with the 4th best time of 2:2:87. So Brian will be in the 200 also for the qualifiers for the finals tomorrow. Okay, Class 2A boys, second heat in the 4x4 here. Have 2 area schools, Bennington in lane 6. And Salina Sacred Heart is in lane 2, I believe. Running for Bennington is leadoff should be Jacob Crenshaw, sophomore. Number 2, John Garrett, a junior. 3, Brian Gellinger, a sophomore. And 4, TJ Glissman, a freshman. The Bulldogs come into this with the 12th best time. Sacred Heart comes in with the 9th best time. So again, our leadoff runner for the Bulldogs here, Jacob Crenshaw. Oh, false start for Bennington. They're gone. Too bad. Too bad. And he hates it. I know. Bennington DQ'd on a false start. So that's going to cost them some potential points here. Well, with that, that's going to conclude the events that we are monitoring today for Bennington, Minneapolis, and Tesket. Since we're not going to be watching Bennington there in the 4x4. Competition. There we go. Welcome back, Minneapolis High School and Otto County fans, to Cessna Stadium for Saturday competition. Dale Leech, Mike Perry, and Charles Lonberger here bring you today's competition. We're getting ready to watch the prelims of the 100-meter here for Class 1A and 2A boys before we move on to the other events that are going to be scattered throughout the day here.
We're going to try to include all the county participants.
Like I was doing yesterday.
Girls 6A just getting ready to take off here. But Dale, always a pleasure to come down to this state track meet with, well, it happens only in Kansas like this. And it's really nice that Chuck is with us. Lots of fun when Mr. Lonberger's here to professionally run that camera, and we can kick back and.
Well, after people view what I did yesterday, they'll definitely appreciate Charles running the camera today.
This will be the 6A girls, and the 1A boys are right behind them in the 100-meter prelims. The 5A girls that just, or maybe this is the second heat. First heat was definitely faster than this one, but as we get the 1A boys in the blocks, Charles will let us know what lane Corey's in. I didn't bring my binocular. I thought he was too. So we have Corey Lonberger running with the Tuscan Trojans. He'll be in lane 1 here. Will play football next year at McPherson College.
11.78 is what Corey qualified in at regionals in Mankato last week.
Corey running in lane 1 in all blue. Tuscan.
Blue with white stripes.
Qualified to 4x8 and a 100-meter dash. So flexible kid running middle distance and sprints. Corey's put on some weight since we've seen him last. He's got the frame to bulk up. I suppose he's getting up that 170, 175 pound range there. Pretty good sized kid nowadays. About as tall as Chuck. 6 foot, 175, so.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot 175.
Beautiful day down here at Wichita, Dale.
It's more beautiful in here where we're not baking in the sun.
We have to
in the press box.
We have to let you know that they did replace the windows in the press box up here, and there is a post right in the middle that Chuck has dialed in to keep it on either side of the frame as we record.
Okay, their gun is up now.
1A prelims, 100-meter dash. Corey Lonberger, lane 1. Good start by all.
Top 2 go on, and the top 4 overall time-wise.
Looks like a pretty fast heat to me.
Yep. Corey finished about 6 there, maybe.
So we'll have to wait on the times of the other preliminary heat, who will run right behind him here.
8-2, no. 12:03. No, they moved it down further. There he is. 12:05.
Not Corey's fastest time of the year, but right in there.
Is his finishing time there. Next up, we have Mr. Gellinger. Is it Brian or?
We'll have the 2A, and it is Brian.
Brian Gellinger. Oh, this will be the second heat of 1A.
Yeah, this will be the preliminary 100-meter dash, and we'll be back with that when Mr. Gallagher gets in the blocks.
Yep. All right.
Second heat of the prelims here, Class 2A 100-meter dash. We have Brian Gallagher from Bennington. What lane's he in, Dale?
5.
Lane 5. Qualifying time to get here, he's about, in all of them, he's top 4 or 5.
Sophomore at Bennington High School.
Warming up right there as he crosses. Yes, Gallagher in lane 5 there in the black shorts, gold top. This could be a race right here.
Had an opportunity to compete in 4 events just here at the state track meet, but their 4x1 DQ'd yesterday with a false start. So
that's too bad.
And to knock him out of medal contention for that.
The lacrosse kid took the first heat, and he was probably the 10th or 11th best time with all the runners here. Gallagher, lane 5, Bennington. We will not have anyone from Minneapolis into a sprinting this year, boys. Girls didn't qualify either. Guns up. Gallagher needs a good start here. And gets it, lane 4, of course, the fast lane. Gallagher coming up on his shoulder, running right with. And Gallagher will take this second heat with a time of 11:30. 11:30, which is just right at his qualifying time. He qualified, at 10. Or is this his best time? Or is
no, this is qualifying, but these These are hand times here. They're not the electronic.
Electronic time. Gallagher wins the second heat of the prelims, sure to be in the finals.
Now, Minneapolis has gone from a sprinting school to a middle distance school real quickly.
And long distance,
and long distance, real quickly.
As we'll have two competitors, qualifiers today in the 1600. Doherty and Hackett will run our man Hackett, the miles 1600, and the girls will have Shelby Hamilton in the
Do we see
girls
any league competition
mile.
down here in the 3A coming up? See a Smoky Valley uniform maybe, or Beloit. That might be Spangler down there in 4.
I would imagine Beloit would have Spangler in this. He ran well last year, and it does look like him in lane 3 or 4.
See what they announce here.
We got a young lady trying for a meet record in the pole vault. We're putting the Class 2A, no, she does not make it. Class 2A girls 100-meter hurdles. We missed earlier Elle Williams from Bennington.
And she's got the fifth place box here. Second one in from your right.
Nice finish. It was a fast field.
We apologize for that.
And I thought they were going to announce the medal winners for Class 2A 100-meter hurdles, but they're going to run another one first. Got two girls. Johnny Mission.
There's your medals.
Here's Class 2A 100-meter hurdles medal winners. Elle Williams, 5th place. Osborne girl there in 4th, and we'll be back with 4x8s next here at the state track meet, Wichita, Kansas, Cessna Stadium. And we'll be back with those here in just about 10 or 15 minutes.
This is 1A here.
I'm here to tell you they are cleaning hurdles off and setting them up faster than I have ever seen.
Yeah, they do. Real quick. Well-organized machine.
10-minute race here, so. You're not going to fire it up until the next one. This is going to be a race here, Dale. Is the 4x8 1A girls, and we have two girls that are neck and neck.
They were neck and neck.
That's why you have your best 800 girl right there, because she can sprint, and this one has a kick.
All right, time for the Class 2A girls to come down the track. 4x8 relays coming up. Minneapolis and Bennington both competing here today. They're lined up on the north end of the track, and they'll be paraded down here in fashion. All the colors of their uniforms. As Mike says, nice pageantry.
Yes, you just don't get anything else like this anywhere else. As they bring down all the teams, they're all staged, lined up, 16 teams times 4, so you have all those runners. And they stage them down at the other end and bring them down after the other race is over with. The pageantry is like none other. Minneapolis has the 3rd best time. Bennington with the best time in Class 2A as the qualifiers for this 2A 4x8. Each runner will run 2 laps, 800 meters. And Minneapolis school record is one that I'm kind of fond of. Minneapolis record is 9:58.6, which the Miss Kansas was in that. Audie Antwell was in there, Paige Hendrickson, and my daughter, Lindsay Perry, ran that down here.
There they go.
Running away, and here they come. Class 2A, 4x8 girls. Minneapolis, I believe, will be in lane 3, we were thinking. The runners from Minneapolis will be Emma Giles, Ashlyn Macy, Shelby Hamilton, and Shay Shoemaker. So if I can pick out Shay Shoemaker, I'll have it.
Bennington's in lane 4.
We should be either in lane 3. I think that's Ashlyn Macy in lane 2. I think. Bennington lane on the inside of in lane 3. Minneapolis.
I think you're right. I think that is Minneapolis in lane 3, but that's not Shay Shoemaker.
No, Ashlyn Macy.
I don't think that's Ashlyn Macy either.
Trickle.
Trickle? Okay.
Then I don't even have the right runners on this sheet.
Well, she was.
Tara Trickle.
Tara Trickle. Must have been an alternate.
So I think it's Tara Trickle, Ashlyn Macy, Shelby Hamilton, and Shay Shoemaker, I would assume. Maybe not Shay.
Trickle's in the middle of the pack here, little past it.
Yes, Trickle, Macy, Hamilton, and Shoemaker. Trickle kind of in the middle of the pack there. Bennington in second, I believe.
Yes.
I didn't bring my binocs, so relying on poor eyesight. Bennington running in second. Now on the outside, moving into first place. Minneapolis doing a good job. Trickle in the middle of the pack, and she is moving up. First lap of the first leg. Trickle with the carry for Minneapolis. Bennington now in the lead in this race. Trickle on the clear outside in about 7th or 8th.
For the 10th place bunch there. Nope, got tripped up on somebody.
She had to check up there as the runner moved out to the outside.
Bennington's in the lead now.
Bennington running very smoothly out in the lead. Trickle and Minneapolis running about 12th.
Was this Stratman their first? No, Kim Garrett. Only one Stratman in this event.
Garrett with the carry for Bennington. Trickle for Minneapolis. Back there quite a ways now in about 9th. Or, 13th. Bennington doing a good job here. Minneapolis with the 3rd best time coming into this.
We have a lot of ground to make up.
They've got a bunch to make up. Matter of fact, it's going to be tough to get back into this thing. And Bennington hands off.
Second runner is
now Trickle hands off
Shay
to
Shoemaker.
Shay Shoemaker. She can make up some distance here, but she's got a ways to go. She can do it with about 200 meters, and about 110 meters behind the leaders.
Passing one. Bennington's in second now. I'm not sure what team is ahead of her. Bennington's second runner should be
Stratman.
Arlena Haig. Haag.
Bennington running soundly in second. And Shoemaker is bringing it for Minneapolis. Has made up a lot of ground already, hasn't she, Dale?
Yes, she has.
Now just about 60 meters back. Shoemaker in Minneapolis.
She's in 12th.
And she'll get probably another half dozen runners here on the backstretch. Because
if she can sustain this pace, she should, yes.
Shoemaker with the carry for Minneapolis. Haig with the carry for Bennington. Bennington in second.
The lead
Minneapolis.
runner is a good 25, 30 meters ahead of Bennington now.
And if Shoemaker can pick up 4 or 5 places here down the backstretch, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There she goes. Wow, Shoemaker has
3 more places.
Probably 6 or 7 runners here.
Strong 800 here.
Look at that stride. She's got some legs if she's got anything left in the tank.
She might pass one more.
She will get another one.
Gets to the finish line.
Now Bennington drops back to 4th. Shoemaker struggling a little bit now down the back of the home stretch here. Has a couple more runners in her sight. She's going to get another one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She is 8th.
Yep.
And wow,
girl
she
says, I don't know about that.
Made up a lot of ground here.
She sure has.
Now Ashley Macy.
Half the distance to the track almost.
Macy with the carry now for Minneapolis. That blonde-haired girl must be the Stratman girl from.
Well, it's got to be. The third one listed is Lauren Montgomery, but I'm not sure she's blonde.
Well, she is sprinting like it's a 400. Macy with the carry for Minneapolis doing a good job. Has passed that runner.
Ashland's really moving there.
Now Bennington back in second place.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Stratman girl.
Minneapolis in 8th. Macy with the carry. Third leg of the girls 2A 4x8 relay here at Cessna Stadium.
Bennington gets passed again here, back to 3rd place.
I thought she was running pretty fast down the backstretch. Macy
could gain a position here.
Yes, she will too. A nice steady run there for Ashland Macy. And Minneapolis is going to get into medal position here with Shelby Hamilton running the anchor leg for Minneapolis. Distance cross country girl does a good job. Macy just needs to get by one. And if she can get close, Shelby could get another runner.
We're now in medals. Yeah, she can make up some distance here.
Ashland Macy with a nice job. Her and Shoemaker have ran strong here to get Minneapolis back into the medals. You know, it's always a coaching decision where to place your runners, and you know, every team doesn't have runners that all run 2:35, so you've got to place them where strategically your team will come out the best on the other end. It looks like coach has got the girls right where he needs them with Shelby Hamilton
first
getting ready to.
First place runner is dogging them down.
She had hit the wall.
She has hit the wall.
She has hit the wall.
I think she's Pittsburgh St. Mary Colgan. She's fallen down. Can't. There, she barely hands off.
Oh my.
Boy.
I've never seen that before.
No, I mean, she must have had rigor
toast.
mortis set into those muscles.
She definitely hit the wall. There comes Macy. She'll hand off to Shelby Hamilton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're in 7th. Shelby needs to get one. Very, very strong runner. Hamilton.
Bennington's now in 4th.
Is going to reel in at least one. Shelby, she might get 2 before it's over with. Bennington still hanging in there. Is getting
Shelby's
ready to get past again. Yeah,
moving.
Shelby's booking it. Hamilton down the backstretch for Minneapolis in 6th. big time 800 runner. Hamilton, not having to have already ran the 3200 this morning, should be fresh and ready to go, and it looks like she is. You know, as close as she is, she could, on this next lap, she could get a couple more. Bennington looking strong in fifth
position here. That's Jillian Stratman, I believe.
You know, I don't know if that girl made it to the line to hand off. They could easily be.
I think they had to reach back across the line to get the.
I don't know what the ruling would be on that.
Get the baton. In fact, I'm sure
come
they
on,
did.
Shelby. Well, the front pack is tightened up. There are 5 teams right there that could win this thing. Shelby Hamilton in 6th. Needs to get one.
Or we're in 7th now. Yeah, we're challenging for 6th.
Yes, I was thinking she was going to get to 6th, but Hamilton down the backstretch needs to catch and pass one to get into 6th. We're in medals right now, but it would be nice to get an extra point or two there.
Bennington start to put a move on. Moves into 4th. Hamilton still continuing to.
I think Shelby will have a shot at this girl if she's got a kick.
I think this is Pittsburgh Colgan in the front. This other girl's got some kick.
The other girl's got some kick.
Yeah. Minneapolis will finish 7th. Bennington will finish 4th. Yeah, Pittsburgh Colgan was first. Bennington has a 10-12.
And Shelby finishes for Minneapolis in the medals. Minneapolis 7th, Bennington 4th. Nice job there at the 16 teams.
10-25, something to that effect.
10-25 for Minneapolis.
10-25, 8-3 maybe.
So it's Hamilton, Shoemaker, Ashlyn Macy, and Tara Trickle with a 7th place finish. And the girls, 4x8, Bennington girls ended up 4th. So a nice finish there for the girls. As we get the next group coming down, will be the 3A girls. Our next
we'll show
bunch
them
will be the
when they
2A.
get to the medal stand here a little later. Bennington and Minneapolis.
And then we'll get the Minneapolis
1A Tesket boys in the 4x8, and Minneapolis boys in the 4x8.
So we do have Tesket 1A boys 4x8 coming up after all the girls are ran, and then we'll have boys 4x8. So we'll be back with those here in just a minute.
Medal presentation for the Class 2A girls 4x8 coming up. The teams are on the stand. Minneapolis on the track finished 7th, but they are at 6th place as the winning teams, St. Mary's Colgan Pittsburgh, DQ'd on that handoff between the 3rd leg and the final leg. The girl crawling forward. Apparently the last leg must have stepped across the line to get the
reach
baton,
back, yeah,
which DQs them. So Minneapolis picks up another point or two here maybe, and we'll get 6th. Bennington finishing 3rd now instead of 4th.
So that means the first place team didn't medal and everyone else moves up. Minneapolis moves from 7th to 6th, Bennington 4th to 3rd. And as Dale mentioned, he noticed she had hit the wall about 20, 25 meters out and gained her balance, and we kind of thought.
She just started staggering. I mean, she was almost slowing down to a walk, staggering, and then fell down.
And there, Minneapolis receiving their 6th place medals. There's Bennington in 4th, or 3rd.
Maranatha Academy out
there
of Shawnee got 1st.
Minneapolis 6th on the left. Nice finish by the girls in the 4x8. But as we were talking about the girl that kind of collapsed. She evidently just was not far enough past the line, and the girl in front of her had to step back
the girl
over
was
the line.
She was not across the line. She came down short of the line.
I think, like Laura was saying, you can hand off, but if that girl in front steps back, yeah.
She must have stepped.
Here comes the next bunch as
that was about as much drama as you'll see at one of these track meets, what we saw right there.
And it looked as if she's recovered. She laid there for a minute. I bet she's taking on some fluids right now.
I'm sure she is.
Well, the
Class 1A boys, 4x800 meter relay coming up the track. Teskett in the outside portion of lane 7.
Bring him up, Chuck.
In the blue uniforms, white stripes down the side. Corey Lonberger is going to be the leadoff runner.
Oh, I love this when they bring teams down like this, and they let the leadoffs go on by, and they hold the rest and stage them, of course. But 4x8's a little different race than most. It's 2 laps for each runner, so you can't just sprint the whole thing. You've got to gauge it just a little bit. Corey Lonberger in blue and white there on the outside in lane 7. 16 teams.
They had the 14th best time coming in, the 9:16.62. Though we've seen several times today that that hasn't mattered. Depends on how they perform. Who comes to play?
Starting to warm up, so the kids are going to need to stay hydrated the rest of this day. Because if they don't, they're going to have the same trouble. A couple of the runners collapsed there. St. Mary's Colgan girl in the 4x8 as she handed off.
Gun is up.
Did not make it to the finish line and DQ'd. So hydration becomes an issue here, and they're off. Lonberger there in lane 7. Looks like we have a front pack and a back pack, and he is in the front pack with the staggers. Now they move over. Corey does a very nice job positioning himself and his team right at the front of the backpack, right in the middle. Actually, they're in 5th place. Teskett running smoothly there. Corey running first leg, the leadoff leg here in the 4x8 1A boys relay here at Cessna Stadium state track meet. Lonberger has to check up a little bit as he's boxed in. 2 runners in front of him, a little bit slower than his pace. Now a team in green up on his hip with the leader running out to about
1 minute flat
15-meter lead as they're booking it. Now Corey needs to go with this pack right here with 300 meters to go in his first leg. And we'll either get a McClure next for Teskett.
Corey's moving up in the 5th. The runner on the outside of him, though, that passes.
Corey has the positioning on the inside there. And has Teskett right there in the medals.
We're at 7th spot right now.
7th.
Good passes. He's going to get it.
He's got the inside. Yes, he does. It's going to be a little difficult to hand off. He can find his teammate. And that's an excellent job there finding his teammate.
207.
Corey was 5th or 6th place, clear on the inside, and as they were stacked up for the stagger to hand off, they had to sift through the kids that were finishing their leg and the ones getting ready to take off.
You know who the second runner is, Charles? Zane McClure for the Trojans, his second leg.
He's got Teskett right there in medal contention. As the umbrellas pop out here, everyone's seeking a little bit of shade as it's supposed to get up to 90, 92 degrees down here. McClure is still running smoothly there. 1A boys, 4x8. Now some of the middle of the pack is catching up. Still in good position.
He's got a nice stride for, I mean, he's got some bulk on him.
Is he underclassman, Jack, or?
McClure, 10th grader, yes. Got him listed as a sophomore here.
So it looks like Lonberger's the only senior. The other two are freshmen and a sophomore. So Tesket with a very young 4x8 team here, with anticipating returning next year. But look at the leader here as he is flat getting after it. 1A boys 4x8. This guy has got some endurance.
Well, I've lost track of the uniforms. Is this Tesket in 7th, 8th right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Right there in the.
All right.
Here comes the rest of the field, and they're trying to get caught up as there's some team about 100 meters out in the lead. Now Tesket hands off to Taylor Walker. We kind of had him as an alternate, but he's moved in place of Hillcrest, I believe. Doing a good job striding out down the backstretch. Tesket just at the back of the middle pack as the leader right now is.
Truck is zoomed in over here, so yeah. So it's not this kid here.
No.
Yeah.
It's him over there.
Yeah, okay.
Just coming around the curve now, isn't he, Dale? Or
yeah. Let's move past the runner.
Doing a good job.
And the 10th.
The middle pack is starting to gain ground on the leader. The leader down the backstretch now only with about a 60-meter lead, as the rest of the field is reeling in the leader here, where we're getting ready for the third handoff, or excuse me, fourth.
Somebody can move
this
around.
Is Walker. That would be McClure was second. Lonberger led off. So we're ready for the anchor leg here.
Tesket just got passed by 2 runners.
Earlier on, the leader had handed off and had probably close to a 100-meter lead. Now it's down to about 10. And he's going to still hand off in first place.
Here comes the Tesket runner again. He's pouring it on.
South Haven
stretch.
South Haven with the lead
wow.
in this
He's
race.
going to pass 3 kids here at the end. Oh, somebody else. All right, Sam Hankow. Final leg for the Trojans. A freshman.
Another freshman. And which one is he over there?
Right here.
Okay.
Just going through turn 2 right now. I really lost track of him.
Yeah, I thought they were up there. South Haven still with the lead, but it's just a 15-meter lead with 1 lap to go here on the anchor leg of the boys 1A 4x8.
Tesket is currently in the 17th position. Is that too far back? 1, 2, 3.
Qualifying time had Tesket up about 12th or so. That's where they're running right now.
Somebody's going to try to catch him here coming down the home stretch.
One lap to go. The field is spread out. A lot of underclassmen running in this race. Teskett fielding a sophomore, 2 freshmen, and the senior Lonberger. Southaven is not going to be able to hold on as he is passed in the backstretch. Southaven now in second will be lucky to hang on to 5th because here come the rest of the field. Southaven now 4th. Southaven now 5th, and that's where they will end up.
Pankow now comes out of, or is entering turn 4.
Sam with a good kick here. Could possibly catch one, but
no, it's right here. You just keep from getting past.
Oh, I thought we were the next guy forward. Sorry.
And the orange and black is going to pass Pankow. Pretty gutty 800 for a young freshman there.
Yeah, opening leg had him up in almost medal contention. And the underclassmen, they'll learn a lot from this race, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
First time in it.
See what the time is over here. Teskett 9. No. Boys 4x8, Class 2A, Minneapolis running here.
That will be Keegan McCulloch leading off there in the inside portion of lane 3, I believe, Dale.
Yes.
Who's our other?
Our other participants are Garrett Doherty, Dylan Hackett, and Adam Klein, unless things have changed. Minneapolis record is 8 minutes 15:01, set in 1991 by T.J. Trout, Jason Doring, Case Constable, and Corey Chapman.
That wasn't too shabby a team right there.
They took a significant chunk of time off their previous best in to get this 8:24.16 at regionals.
It'll take another gigantic effort here today as McCulloch is out fast and has positioned Minneapolis real well here as they will curve over at the at the end of turn number 2. McCulloch right in the middle on the outside is not getting boxed in and is moving right with the pack.
He's currently
moving into fourth right after they get through this turn. McCulloch with open area in front of him has done a real nice job positioning himself. He's not going to settle for this pace either. He's going to be leading by the time they get through the finish line. McCulloch knows it's going to take something superhuman here today to keep Minneapolis up in that medal contention. Minneapolis with one of the better times, though, coming out of the regional.
Yeah, there was only 2 better. We were 8:24.16 the regional, and the 2 betters are 8:23.42 and 8:23.69, so within a second.
Yes.
Now he's got a race on the outside.
Yes, he does.
That's awesome.
He's not going to give up the inside position, though. That is wonderful. Breen Academy, I believe, is in the lead. McCulloch and Minneapolis right there in second place. Garrett Doherty will carry the baton in the second leg of this.
Keegan's going to try the outside here.
Keegan has got a kick. He has always had a kick. And I'm here to tell you, the kid's got some game into him. Still bringing it here at the end of his 800 leg. We'll hand off to Doherty with Minneapolis soundly in second place.
That's Hackett.
Oh, that's Hackett. Excuse me. Hackett. 202 is a wonderful 800. Now Hackett not letting any grass grow under his feet. Dylan Hackett fifth place finisher in the 3,200 meters yesterday.
Passes on the outside.
Hackett should be in pretty good condition here this morning, not having to run yet. He'll run the 1,600 later on. Dylan Hackett for Minneapolis. Our man Hackett.
Our man Hackett.
I saw him run a couple of times, and he's amazing at the end. He's got some, got a kick to him. Southeast, he and that Southeast kid ran shoulder to shoulder. Hackett has got Minneapolis in first place here. Dylan Hackett. Second leg of this 4x8, as I mentioned earlier. Woo! 60 flat split on his first 400. Coaching does come into play. You just don't throw four runners out there on the track.
Putting some distance between him and second now. Look at him.
Hackett still with a consistent gait now down the backstretch. They will be bringing it. Doherty looks like is lined up for the third leg.
The team in black has moved into second. Now somebody else is coming back up on the outside again. Come on, Dylan.
Hackett.
Don't let them close on you.
Here they come. But Hackett still with a nice kick here as Minneapolis still in first place. Now Doherty, the sophomore, catches the baton from Hackett. Look at Hackett finish. Now Doherty with about an 8-foot long stride. Doherty just has really impressed me as he's matured first 2 years of track here at Minneapolis and basketball.
Got to go to Australia last spring for cross-country competition.
Doherty down the backstretch has got Minneapolis a 15-meter lead. And we have Adam Klein pegged as the anchor here. I bet it's Trickle, too.
Trickle did the regional. Did quite well. I know I got Klein here,
Yep.
but Trickle did the regional.
I think Chuck is right. We're going to see Colin Trickle run the anchor. Doherty now up the home stretch here, still with a nice little lead for Minneapolis.
Boy, he has really established a good distance.
If he can maintain that pace, we're going to be in pretty good shape. Trickle with a...
Trickle's no slouch himself as a freshman.
Yes.
That's a 30-meter lead right now.
Well, it's shrinking a little bit as Doherty's slowing a little bit down the backstretch, and the pack is starting to reel him in a little bit. Doherty, see if we can't bring him home here with a little burst as the lead is down to about 15 meters. Garrett Doherty now with a 200 kick has, yes he did, didn't he? Doherty kicked it in on the about the 200 meters. We'll see if he can finish as strong as Hackett did. Doherty. Nice finish. Nice third leg here for Garrett Doherty. We'll hand off to Colin Trickle. Minneapolis with just about a 10-meter lead. Now Trickle has really come into his own this year as a freshman. Minneapolis, the third best time here in 2A, boys 4x8, and there are 4 teams.
Moving up on the outside here. Got some speed.
Trickle being passed on the inside. Just a little patience. He'll be just fine because I've seen the boy close before. He's got nice closing speed. Minneapolis still in second. And we've got 600 meters to go, so there's a lot of race left.
Yes.
Trickle in second. Soon to be back in first, I believe. Look at the stride on that boy. And the first and second place are moving out just a little bit now. Trickle checked up there. I think his pace was a little bit faster than the lead runner, but happy to be where he's at, right there soundly in second. Marine Academy, and Opie.
Yes, Opie is another
Good chicken joint.
top two here.
There goes Opie right around, and Trickle right there solidly in third.
Trickle's putting a move. Coming down the backstretch. Goes to second.
Opie's anchor runner started about a 300 kick. We'll see if he can maintain that, Dale.
Well, he's got a stride on him, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Lead runner.
Time to kick it now. We've got two teams coming
the
as
fourth place team.
Trickle
Come on.
needs to give it everything he has here as Minneapolis in second, barely. Trickle is going to have to hurry to maintain second. Minneapolis second place. Trickle.
He's going to get it.
Nice job.
Great
Colin
job.
Trickle.
Let's see what our time is.
Minneapolis.
8:18:39. Is that what it says?
Wow. That's about 6 seconds.
3 seconds off the school record.
6 seconds faster than the regional time of 8:24 Minneapolis.
No, you can't. 8:18.
Can't ask for a better effort than that, as McCulloch, Doherty, Hackett, and Trickle come within 2 seconds of the Minneapolis
and all those kids
record.
Can come back
We'll
next
be
year
back.
and give it another go.
You know, the team that they're chasing down is A.C. Cox and Brandon Comfort and Jared Shoemaker, and I believe,
what are you talking about? The record? No. T.J.
Well,
Trout,
that's
Jason Doring, Case Constable, and
new
Corey
generation.
Chapman. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite a race.
Good race. Minneapolis solidly in second there. They brought it home. Silver medal winners.
8 points to add to their 4, up to 12 now.
As they bring down the 3A boys to start their 4x8s, we'll be back with what's our next event?
Our next event, I should have been ready, shouldn't I? But
You know, you're showing me that, TJ. Minneapolis here on the medal stand collecting their second place medals for the boys. 2A 4x8s right there. Opie, the winner. Minneapolis right there in second place. Did a good job. What a finish, and we almost got caught. They just finished that race just a few minutes ago, and they're giving medal presentations already. Minneapolis, second place. Quite a race, though, wasn't it, Dale? And Dale doesn't have his earphones on as we're just quick to get the camera running. McCulloch, Hackett, Doherty, and Trickle. Trickle held him off at the end for second place. And Hackett with, they all just ran a really good leg all the way through. Minneapolis silver medal winners. We'll be back with, I think, long jump. Yep.
Okay, Class 2A boys, 100-meter finals. Brian Gellinger from Bennington in lane 4. Best time out of all the prelims.
Gallagher lane 4, as Dale mentioned, but he also told me earlier that he blew away the field in the prelim. So
he did in the heat he ran.
In the heat he ran. So Gallagher from Bennington here in lane 4, probably the favorite. As on the medal stands, we just got done with the girls' 100-meter dash. The Ellsworth girls, Avinsky, quite a sprinter for Ellsworth. Ran a pretty nifty 100-meter dash. J.C. Crossan,
we missed
with a nice finish. Yeah, we missed. And the long jump,
freshman, she had ninth.
Ninth. And nice effort by J.C., and we apologize for missing. There are two pits going here, and the triple jump's on the near side and long jump on the far side, and it's kind of tough to distinguish who's jumping where, and with all the different colored shorts. And then everyone covers up until the very end. You don't know who's where and where a distance where.
And they don't announce it, do they?
No, they don't announce it. So we have to be on the ball. and we're trying to be on the ball here as Gallagher gets ready to take off in the boys 2A 100-meter dash. Minneapolis not fielding a sprinter, girls or boys. Mackenzie Mortimer
had health issues and getting down. Never did really recuperate from them. I don't think quite.
No.
Get back in shape for sprinting in the regionals.
Had just a little bit of a cadence problem, I think, with the ticker, and once they got that squared away, it's a little late. Gallagher in the middle of the track, lane 4.
Oh, he's challenged from that
he
side.
He is being challenged. Now he's bringing it now.
He's ahead.
He's taking the lead and will outlane at the tape. Gallagher, the winner in the boys 2A 100-meter dash.
Gallagher 11:18. Wold second, 11:26.
What was his qualifying time, Dale? I thought maybe you had that.
I do. I just don't have it in my hand, but we shall get it here.
Beautiful day here in Wichita. Temperature is right around 90, so the athletes are definitely going to have to stay hydrated. Lots of tents across the way, and the stands are quite a few people here. Minneapolis tent is across the way over on the bleachers on the east side, and all the athletes, looks like it's packed underneath in the shade.
Oh, well, I didn't have it.
Gallagher ended up being the winner in the boys 2A 100-meter dash. We'll be back with.
Okay, here's Brian Gallagher's 11:30 was his qualifying time, so he improved it there. 1,600 meters will be the next races after these.
1/10.
All right, it's time for the thoroughbreds here. 100-meter, class 5A, followed by 6A. Don't know any of the names to tell you, but enjoy them. It's always real good performances.
That's what you see on the 10 o'clock sports tonight on Channel 12 and 13.
They'll be positioned down at the end of the track, watching them come down the way.
WIBW is here from Topeka, but we don't get that on our cable anymore for some reason.
Yeah. Well, that never did hardly come in any good anyway.
Mark Ewing just 2 sections down. The Emporia group are here. 5A, 100-meter dash. We'll have the 5A and 6A. It's pretty fast company here. Starter's got the gun up. They're set. Not quite as fast as we anticipated, but a nice race there.
Lane 2. Loader, Lockmeyer, 10-9-8.
He's a white guy.
Yeah, 10-9. I wasn't going to say
that. Well, the faster guys seem to be the other persuasion.
Don't want to be accused of being a racist. Or
well, I've never been known for that either.
Another one of those, couple more of those people here in lane 1 and 2 on this 6A heat.
Okay, the 6A 100-meter dash, this is what you'll see tonight on the 10 o'clock news. Mario Pons from Wichita Southeast with a 10.36 is the record holder here at the state track meet.
Lane 2 is Manhattan High.
10.6 is 10.60 is the fastest in this bunch this year so far, so we'll see if they can't better that, as most of the runners are running a little faster, and this is a fast track here today. Not much wind, a little bit of breeze if you get in the right spot.
Well, they always take forever to get them started when you're.
Got to make sure all the television folks are rolling. And all the handhelds are rolling down in the down at the pit.
Now they're getting down in their blocks.
Got the big camera on the scaffold down there, so TV is ready. Gun is up. And the starter has got them set. Almost a false start. I saw a couple flinches, but this is a race. Look
at that.
There
Lane one.
4.
Did lane 1 take it?
It was Saunders in lane 1. I'll be darned. Well, here we go with the girls 1A 1600 meters. We'll be back with the 2A, of course, with the Minneapolis runner, Bennington runner. 1600 meters coming up next. So we'll be back right after the 1A girls get off the track with the mile. Gallagher on the medal stand right here, getting his first place medal for the 100 meter class 2A boys 100 meter dash. Gallagher from Bennington was not really challenged, I don't think. Gallagher with the first place medal, and Bennington with points. They're totaling up. Their team is doing quite well here, and totals, we'll get those as soon as we get the next result. And right now they're getting ready to start the girls 1A 1600. We'll be back with 2A and Shelby Hamilton. We also have a Sacred Heart girl here. Girls 1600 meters class 2A mile.
Allison Balderson from Sacred Heart. Then Bennington girls with Jillian Stratman, a junior. Ariana Haig, freshman from Bennington. Haig is in lane 6, Stratman in lane 5. Shelby Hamilton, Minneapolis, is
lane 1.
Lane 1.
Clear on the inside. They're off. Shelby does a good job scooting out, keeping that inside position as the field is all in front of her, except for a group that she's already made up to stagger on. So she has positioned herself rather well right here to be in the top 4 as they come across. And she still has the inside position on the outside runner. Has to check up there a little bit.
First place runner just stumbled.
Shelby had to check up too, as the girl in green, I think from Opie, cut in front of her. So Hamilton in 4th. Some girl is passing her on the outside, so Shelby Hamilton 5th place right here. Two girls in green, one's St. Francis, one's Opie.
Stratman and Bennington's in 2nd. We'll lose it to 3rd here.
That is Stratman in 3rd. Haig back quite a ways there in 13th. Right now, Shelby looks pretty smooth in about 8th.
7th, actually.
7th, moving up now
Into 6th.
into the second lap of this mile. 4 laps around, 1,600 meters. Stratman in 3rd with St. Francis and Opie in 2nd and 4th, and I can't tell who the leader is. She's kind of got a funny gait to her running. Shelby in 6th, and there is a pack right behind her. Don't want to lose sight of the front group, and definitely don't want the pack behind her to get in front of her. She's positioned perfectly here. If she can maintain this position, but here they come. So she's just lost 2 or 3 places right there.
Stratman holding steady at 3rd for Bennington.
It's a hot day. Now Hamilton back in 9th. Third lap here on the 4-lap 1,600 meter race. We call it the mile. Close enough. Stratman still in 3rd. And now the field is getting strung out a little bit here as Hamilton is back in 9th with the front pack pulling away from her just a little bit. She needs to run with them there and to stay with that second tier of runners.
She may not have much left after that 4x8. I don't know.
Maybe she'll get her second wind here on the last lap and go.
Well, the girl in the green and white is moved first. Is that Opie?
I believe it is either Opie or St. Francis.
There's no yellow O on it, so it must be St. Francis. Yep. Ashlyn Lambert, freshman. Tall and lanky, isn't she? And that second girl
in 3rd. Shelby in 9th could easily get into the medals if she could get up with this next tier of runners.
She's going to lose it. She's now 10th.
1 lap to go. We'll see if we can get a kick here. Shelby might be a little bit tired, as Dale mentioned, ran the 4x8 earlier today.
Very hard 800.
Yeah, it took about everything she had to maintain her position all the way through that to get Minneapolis to maintain the 7th place finish, which actually they ended up moving up to 6th due to the disqualification of a handoff in the zone as the girl fell down, and evidently the girl she handed it off to stepped back over the line to receive the baton, which meant that girl that fell down actually didn't finish her leg.
Oh, look at this battle. Look at that battle. Wolf leaned forward.
I think she got her.
Stratman's going to get 3rd.
Stratman 3rd, easy. Here comes Shelby.
Oh my, she's putting it on.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, Shelby, get a couple. Hamilton just needs to get one.
Well, not going to happen.
Nice
sure
finish
brought
there
it on,
by
though.
Shelby.
She sure brought it on.
And just finishes out of the medals in 8th. Good finish. And we'll try and pick up her time here on the board. Dale has his glasses. There's Hamilton, 5:40. Yeah, I believe that was.
Stratman's was 5:25. Hamilton 5:40.46.
5:40. I believe her qualifying time the other day was 5:42. So I think she's dropped her time.
Hamilton 5:47.
5:47.
So that was a good. That was a fast heat.
Yeah.
She dropped her time quite a bit.
Excellent race. Next on the agenda will be the boys 1600 or mile here after they run all the girls.
Hackett and Doherty.
So we'll be back with the boys 1600, Doherty and Hackett here in just a minute.
Okay, let's wrap up here on the girls 1600 meter 2A. Both Stratman and Hamilton really did improve their regional times coming into today. Stratman went from a 5:36.70 qualifying time, finishing with a 5:25.58, so she knocked several seconds off. And Shelby Hamilton ran her qualifying time from 5:47.14, upping her time to 5:40.46. So pretty fast heat up there in the 1600 today.
Looks like it was a good time to do a personal best, and both girls did, it looks like. It was a pretty fast-paced mile. I think the winning time was about a 5:20 and 5:20. And
5:15.42.
It's a pretty good time.
And 5:15.45 was the second place, so quite close. All right, we'll be back for the boys. Okay, welcome back. We're time for the boys Class 2A 1600 meter run. Minneapolis has 2 entries. Dylan Hackett and Garrett Doherty. Dylan the junior, Garrett the sophomore. The record for Minneapolis High School is 4:27.03, set in 1993 by T.J. Trout. Hackett's best time coming into today is 4:35.86, the regional last week, and Doherty's is 4:36.53. They are rated 2nd and 4th in the class here.
Hackett on the inside on lane 5, Doherty on the inside, lane 6.
And watch the kid in lane 3, 6'8", Patuzak from Clifton Clyde. Remember him in basketball. He's got a good stride.
And there's only one runner in that lane.
Well, he's big enough. They don't need another one crowding him, I guess.
Heck of a stride for a big guy. Hackett out real well in the middle of the track. Doherty could be in little trouble when they move over. But both runners do a fine job as the pack moves over. I kind of have to stay out of the way of that guy with a 6'8" frame. His feet pretty good sized. Hackett and Doherty right there at 3rd and 4th. As Dale mentioned, ranked high in the qualifiers here. So Minneapolis looking to put some points on the board. Hackett and Doherty.
Kid out in 2nd right now is Corey Keene from Jackson Heights, who won our regional last week.
And our man Hackett right on his heels, and Doherty clear on the outside. Needs to look for a little better position here, as there are 3 wide going through turn number 1 at the end of 1 lap. Doherty losing a little bit of ground here on the curve. Falls back in to lane 1. Looks like he's laboring a little bit with his stride. Hackett, on the other hand, looks pretty good shape up there.
Oh, the other kid up front is Daniel Ellis from El Saline.
And Mr. 6'8's on the outside, Matusak, moving up. Hackett positioned rather well here, as I didn't catch the split on the first lap. I'll catch it here on the 800 split. 1,600 meters, boys 2A. We have Dylan Hackett and Garrett Doherty running for Minneapolis here. Hackett still on the inside position perfectly here, as Dale mentioned, right on the heels of the winner of the regional up at Washington County.
Doherty has dropped way back. He's hurting, I think.
Yeah, I think Garrett's...
He's got a wrap on his leg. I don't know.
Got a little bit of a problem. And he does have a little bit of limp to him, doesn't he?
Yep.
So
he got
Garrett
a wrap on that left thigh. Or
Garrett
right thigh, excuse me.
could easily be cramping up and trying to run through it.
Zach and Hackett side by side. Somebody else is
It's a
moving up
mismatch.
outside them.
Hackett still with good position and right where the coach would want him on the inside. Solidly right there in fourth, and the leaders are no more than 3 meters in front of him. Tusak, the 6'8" giant there on the outside. I hope he doesn't trip up Hackett. Hackett really in good shape here. Still just 3 meters behind the first, second, third place runners. Looking for the gun lap here, bell lap. Our man Hackett. And Doherty ran a little smoother this lap.
Ellis from El Saline is holding his own. Ahead of Jackson Keene out of Jackson Heights.
Hackett will need to kick just a little bit with 300 meters to go. The first, second, and third place runners are out in front there just a little bit. Now Hackett getting passed again in fifth place. Tusak from Clifton Clyde now on Hackett's hip. We'll see if Dylan has anything left.
Ellis from El Saline is pouring it on.
200 meters to go. Dylan Hackett in seventh. Needs to catch one. Now let's see if we've got a kick left from Hackett. Doherty will finish. Here comes Hackett. He's going to try and catch Matusak. And it looks as if he's going to get the job done there.
Catch that long stride, that 6'8" stride.
And
oh!
Doesn't. Hackett
let up just a little bit, and
Matusak
Patusak dove.
And we'll put Hackett in seventh place. Doherty finishing smoothly. I think he's suffering from a little bit of a cramp in one of his muscles. Didn't look like he was running real smooth, and a nice effort by Garrett Doherty. Doesn't feel good.
No.
So, 2A 1,600 meters, Dylan Hackett with a seventh place finish. And we'll try and catch his time over there. It looks like it's a 4 what, Dale?
No, I didn't see him, sorry. Wasn't looking. See if they bring it up again.
I thought if 4:31 was the winning time, he was...
I didn't think to look.
4:40 something.
Okay. One observation made to us, and I was thinking the same thing during that race. This is really their first hot meet, as far as temperature-wise, that they've had all year. And both of those young men really exerted themselves in that 4x8 relay, and I'm sure that had to affect them physically in this 1,600.
Now with the sun bearing down and it's 90-some degrees, it looks like it might be taking its toll on some of the runners, especially looked like maybe Doherty was getting cooked by the sun there, but finished strongly at the end. I still think maybe he's suffering from maybe a cramp. And hydration is a problem when you have this much heat. And as Chuck mentioned, Minneapolis not having to run in the heat at all this year. And they're right. It could be taking their toll on the runners here today with the 90, 93, 94 degree weather.
That'll be the last we see of the Minneapolis boys today. Got several girls events coming up, and then for Minneapolis, plus boys and girls for Bennington. We'll be back.
Here on the medal stand, Minneapolis, Dylan Hackett with the seventh place finish in the boys 2A 1,600 meter run. Dylan with a nice effort there on a hot day with a seventh place finish. It was a fast field. Dylan, congratulations on the medal stand. Minneapolis 1,600 meter. Dylan Hackett. Congrats. On the track right now, the 5A 1,600 meters. And we'll be back with 4x1 action or the 300 girls hurdles here in just a minute. Getting ready here for the girls 2A 4x1. Pennington with a qualifying team in here. It's going to be in lane number 5. The runners there will be Paige Crail, Kim Garrett, and Sarah Stratman. Well, I've got 6 runners, so I don't know which ones would be running. I guess 1, 2, 3, and 4. Garrett, Montgomery, Crail, and Stratman, I'm guessing, with Wolf and Williams, L. Williams, the alternates. So leading off here for Bennington would be Kim Garrett. Bennington in lane 5. This is a 4x1, 100 meters each runner, and you stay in your lane all the way around. So Bennington in lane 5, and the starter's got his gun in the air, trying to get them set here in the blocks. Beautiful day here in Wichita, 92 degrees, a little hot. If you're in the shade, it isn't too bad. Kim Garrett, sophomore, lane 5, Bennington. And she doesn't run like her, but I don't know for sure. Nice opening 100 meters by the Bennington runner, and a nice clean handoff to the blonde, I'm sure, is Stratman. Bennington in pretty good shape in the middle of the track. Will hand off. They do get the handoff a little bit slow with the reach there. Bennington in about 3rd place has a chance here. Another good handoff. Bennington 3rd place. Has some work to do here coming down the home stretch. Will get at least 2nd. And that's where they finish, 2nd place for Bennington girls in the 4x1. A nice finish there, Dale.
5:51:08.
51:08.
I believe is what it said.
Well, yeah, 51:08. Nice time there. Girls 2A 4x1. Bennington with a 2nd place finish. Their qualifying time was 51:21, so they bettered their time by 1300ths.
Okay, next up will be the 400 meter for Brian Gellinger. Once we get there.
Gallagher in the open 400 will be our next county participant. We'll be back with Gallagher here in probably about 20-30 minutes. Their medals for the 4x1. Bennington in 2nd place finish with L. Williams, Kim Garrett, Sarah Stratman, and Paige Crail. Williams the only senior there. Bennington doing a good job with the 4x1. 2nd place finish here at state. We'll be back with more state track action.
The 41.84 equivalent.
Class 6A, 4x1.
From 23 years ago.
Relay, boys.
In my opinion, one of the classier races of the day. Each participant course is 100 meters, and it goes quick. 6A, 4x1. As we noted down in the long jump bid,
Oh, DQ.
Gentlemen, now in the award stand, Class 2A, boys 4x100 meter relay winners. 7th place, Washington County. 6th place, Hill City. 5th place, St. Francis. 4th place, Mound Ridge. 3rd place, Osborne. 2nd place, place, Smith Center. And first place, your state champions, 2A class boys, 4x100 meter relay, Sublette, with a time of 43.62. Team made up of Mason Hubbard, Manuel Akima, Tyler Bruce.
Education.
Okay, we're back.
So we will have a restart in this boys' 6A
Loxley,
race.
nobody DQ'd.
Yeah, that's good. We thought possibly we had a DQ, but it was a slippage on the starting block. I'll restart. Watch it, Mark. Might get somebody back behind the box. Oh, they're careful slide, right? 6A boys, 4x1. Starter has the gun in the air. They're set.
And it is Olathe Northwest Derby, Manhattan, Olathe North, Wichita East, Shortish West, Olathe East, and Topeka High. And winning well is Olathe North in the red and blue uniforms. Adonis Saunders, one of the 100 finalists, will be butting up against Wichita East. Oliver Bradwell on the ankle legs, and here we come. Let's remember the big record 41-60. And here is Olathe North with Adonis Saunders.
42.57.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, that's the last 4x1. Next, the open.
Ladies and gentlemen, now on the award stand.
Jamil down
Boys
here.
3A, 4x100 meter relay. 7th place, Mountain City. 6th place, Conway Springs. 5th place, Riley County. 4th place, Pleasant Ridge. 3rd place, Silver Lake. 2nd place, Douglas. And your state champions for 2009, Class 3A Boys 4x100 meter relay, Garden Plain with a time of 43.54. A team made up of Jacob Pitts, Antonio Dowdy, Blake Withrow, and Brent Pauley.
Where he's at. Good speed on that cat.
Jamil finished 5th yesterday in the triple jump in Class 4A for DeSoto.
We made a Parker Scott.
Nonetheless, Mike and I missed it.
Fisher, Kirby,
To say the least.
and the South, Justin Scott,
Say the
starting
least.
Mission West.
Okay.
Then Roland of Junction City, Dakota Wheeler, the Centennial champion from Manhattan, Ron Downs of Lewis, and Chris Butler, the Sunflower champion from
Boys.
Leavenworth.
So we'll be back with that or Jamel.
Top third in that fight is by Chris Butler of Leavenworth. Robert Dunn of Minneapolis.
Okay, we're getting ready to catch
out of the first place.
Jamil Townsend of the DeSoto Wildcats.
In this girls 400 class boys, Skylar Hunt from Concordia and one Warren Thompson, SEK champion from Coffeyville in 2. Jody Mundy, the Call Valley champ from Centerville Trail in 3. Carly Bureau, Concordia in lane 4. North Central Kansas champion 30 year ago. Lane 5, Dominic Stantz and Pratt. Lane 6, Molly Nabel, the Central champion from Heston. Lane 7 is Paige Lidstrom, Dark Valley Chisholm Trail 4 champ from Circle. And lane 8 is Rebecca DeCapula.
Formerly of Minneapolis, he's getting ready to take his first jump, long jump. I noticed the jumper before him was at 19 feet even. Now capable of going over 20 feet. I noticed the first round of jumpers, I think the best jump there was 21 feet. So we'll see here where Jamel ends up.
And in lane 4, Pierre, the good place finisher, Hugo, ranks number 1 and ranked number 1 in 3A. And in 4A, the top runner is Lauren Thompson of Coffeyville in lane 2. Mundy in 3, Pierre in 4, Stats in 5, Mabel 6, Lidstrom 7, Dick in 8, and Muff on the inside. And out very well in the middle of the track, that is Carly Bureau of Concordia. She ran a 57.93 yesterday, the top time in 4A. and also ranks among about 5th place overall in the state. Correction, 6th place for Buer in the state of Kansas. And this is Buer. Let's remember we beat record 56-56. Carly Buer from Concordia with the big lead on the inside in the blue. That is Thompson of Coffeyville. And in second is Mundy of Santa Fe Trail. And Buer the winner. In the state's
21 was
fastest time.
21.3 was the best
in the state.
of the first heat.
We'll be back with his other teams.
Yesterday, one of the state's top 6 times.
Oh, Jamil Town for his second.
Junction City's Amanda Smith in second in the blue. And Simon's teammate, Jessica on the outside. There may be a sweep by Shawnee Mission North.
Got 22.5 to beat.
Down the award stand, Class 3A girls 400-meter dash winners. 7th place, Shane Porter from Beloit. 6th place, Tatiana Chandler from Cimarron. 5th place, Lauren Buffling from Conway Springs. 4th place, Taylor Dawson from Mountain City. 3rd place, Bailey Brown from Beloit. 2nd place, Kylie Hayes from Council Road. And your state champion, Class 3A girls 400-meter dash, Mandy Wilson from Rossville with a time of 58.39.
Now the boys 400, Class 1A. Meet record, Mike Bradley of Wetmore ran 48.7 in 1979.
21.
Lane 1, Garrett Grife.
21.7.
Tipton Catholic, the Twin Lake champion, and lane 2, Andrew Reimer of Asheville. Lane 3, Taylor Jesse, the Twin Valley champion from Axtell. In 4, Craig Bandman of Gossel, the Heart of America champion, ranks number 8 overall in the state of Kansas with his time of 49.69. Lane 5, Bobby Cron, the SBA Illinois champion from Aston. In lane 6, Kayla Hazen of Coldwater South Central. Lane 7, Matt Bird, the Northwest Kansas champion from Quinter. Lane 8 is Devin Hoffman of Claflin.
20-foot and 7. Now 21 and 11 for Jamel. Nice jump there, Dale. That puts him squarely probably in about 3rd, I would guess. We saw what, a 22.5. And earlier a 23-foot jump, I think. In the first one.
No, you said 21 something in the first
21.
one. Yeah. So he might be the second.
He might be. So we'll be back with his 3rd and final time. As the boys open 400, here takes off.
Now the state list this year, 48.25, makes him the 2nd fastest in the state of Kansas right now.
All right, Class 2A boys, open 400. Quite a treat here. Watch in the blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the award
Sunny,
stand, Class 4A girls 400-meter dash winners. 7th place, Skylar
West
Ross
Elk
from
ran a
Concordia.
48.1
6th place, Paige Lindstrom from Circle.
yesterday.
5th place, Dominique Stats from Pratt. 4th place, Molly Miller from Heston. 3rd place, Lauren Thompson from Coffeyville. 2nd place, Jody Mundy from Santa Fe Trail. And your state champion, Class 4A girls 400-meter dash, Carly Bauer from Concordia with a time of 57.52.
West Elk runner sure will be in lane 4.
Sunny Lee is his name from West Elk. 48.01 was his.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In the boys 200, 400, 200, 400. In the previous race, we mentioned the state leader. That state leader is in this race.
Best time coming
Lane
in.
1, Clifton Don of Monega. Lane 2, Brett Holloway. He was 6th here at state last year, the High Plains champion this year from Sublette. Lane 3, Jacob Fortman, 3rd at state last year from Decatur. Lane 4. He had the fastest time of everybody in the preliminaries yesterday. He ran 48.01, a meet record tour yesterday.
No, he's up
He
at
also
7.
ran high jump yesterday. He's the defending champion in this event and the South Central Border champion this spring. Sunny Lee of West Elk in lane 4. Lane 5, the CNC champion, Austin Riggs of St. Mary's Coley. In lane 6, John Eichenberg of Osborne. Lane 7, Brian Gillinger of Bennington. He was 8th at state last year. And in lane 8, Marcus Mader, the Central Prairie champion from lacrosse.
Gallagher and Bennington out in lane
bit.
Oh, yeah, it was a late start. He's making up for it. Gillinger is on the outside there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this young man set a meet record yesterday of 48.01. He may be setting another, and he wants to bring him on to do the high jump. He's on his way to the 470 of most of it. Let's take a look. This is a pickup.
They didn't. They threw him off.
Before we go to the award stand, let's check on the status of that all time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, according to Carol Swenson, the 9th fastest time in Kansas history.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the award stand, Class 5A girls 400-meter dash winners.
A horrible start. Kind of just jerked.
Keep going. 5th place, Hannah Fennestill from Hayes.
Some college
4th place,
coaches get a
Gavin
hold of
Yetter
him.
from Shawnee Heights. 3rd place, Haley Allen from Garden Edgington. 2nd place, Allison Walter from Shawnee Mission Miege. And your state champion, Class 5A girls 400-meter dash, Tiffany Bias from Andover Central with a time of 56.42.
With just a standing start in the open 400, that's amazing.
Now the boys 3A 400-meter dash, lane 1, Ishmael Morris, Hillsborough. Lane 2, Ashton Draper of North. Lane 3, Tyler Barty, the Flint Hills champion from Osage City. He was 6th last year. In lane 4, we've already seen this young man win a couple of goals already today. The defending state champion this event, the Central Plains champion, Kurt Pauley of Garden Plain. In lane 5, Antonio Downey of Garden Plain. In lane 6, Troy Waking, the Big 7 champion from Atchison. Lane 7, Stephen Harper of Baxter Springs. Lane 8, Michael Nash of Trinity.
Break that 22-foot mark. Don't know if he's done that this year or not. With the speed.
Meet record 48.4 by Levi Gillen of Leona, Wichita County. Set in 1983. That 93, and that league record is in jeopardy.
And Triple A only, this is Katie Brown. The defending champion in the 5A girls triple jump.
Have to say that for the benefit of his relatives.
Now, Ascot, the right distance. He's hit the floor perfectly most times so far. Now, if he carries a little more speed this time, he's going to cut it loose. And there's another nice jump. It's a good jump. They're going to pull the tape.
And we're underway in this boys 400-meter dash. 48.4 is the lead record. That's one of those hand times again. So let's watch the inside of the track here. Kurt Pauley in lane 4 ran 48.70 to win his heat yesterday. He is in the black, and on the inside is Tyler Barty in the red of Osage City. It is Pauley and Barty. And Pauley's teammate Antonio Dowdy in lane 5, also in the black at Garden Point. We may see another sweep here. It is Pauley and Dowdy and Barty. Tyler, it is Kurt Pauley of Garden Point. Remember, the lead record is 48.4.